Big Tractor Power fans, I'm at the 2024 National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky, visiting with AGCO, and we're going to talk with Heath about the new Massey Ferguson self-propelled sprayer line. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see a Massey sprayer, and here it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So I'm Heath Kinnaman, Marketing Product Specialist for AGCO Massey Ferguson, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Massey 500 series sprayer. New to North America in 2023, and we have the opportunity to introduce it here at National Farm. So the machine behind me is the MF530R. So this is going to be an 860 gallon machine with 235 horsepower. This one's equipped with a 100-foot boom and our Liquid Logic system. Liquid Logic is a standard feature on all of our Massey sprayers. It's going to give you product recovery, boom clean out, faster clean out whenever you're trying to switch in between chemicals or even that field. This is going to be a 59-inch clearance machine. This one's spec'd really high with the Opti Pulse, so that's going to be a Raven system. Viper 4 is going to be our rate controller. Cat 2 cab, very comfortable and just exciting for North America to be able to complete the portfolio for Massey Ferguson.
Well, it looks like a great sprayer. And what kind of boom width is available on this?
So you have a 90 and 100-foot boom option on this one. We're looking to expand that, but for our current offering, we're going to keep it at 90 and 100 foot.
No, definitely get a lot of acres covered with that.
Yes.
That kind of width. And then can we take a look? I guess it really flexes too in the field.
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
take a look, see that up front.
Yeah. So the machine itself is going to be a C-channel flex frame. It's going to give you about 24 inches of travel. So if you're going through terraces, waterways, the machine's actually going to flex underneath the operator so that we keep the tires on the ground at all times.
So one of the big things is speed in the field to get everything applied, and you have 2 fill-up points here on the sprayer.
Yeah, so part of the Liquid Logic system, we're going to come standard. All machines are going to come standard with the front reload. We have 2 and 3 inch options that are available from the factory. So we have front and the lateral reload.
So we're going to take a look at more about the Liquid Logic, which is really helpful as far as saving chemical and making it easy to clean things out in the field and also get started in applying.
Yeah. The Liquid Logic on this is going to be a closed loop system. So when you talk about the priming and wasting chemical as doing a static spray, we have the ability to prime the entire system without spraying any product on the ground. So that's about a 40-gallon savings every time that you have to prime this machine. When you look at the overall boom width, that's a lot of savings throughout a year. If you're having to change in between chemicals, being able to clean out faster because we don't have dead ends, we have swept ends. So all that chemical is just able to flow through and not build up anywhere. The boom recovery, if you're switching and running a clay-based material, you can bring all that to tank and you don't have to worry about contaminating the system.
Oh, that's very nice. And you also have kind of a image showing too how when you start out in the field, you don't have all that, time to where there isn't as much chemical or too much chemical spraying out in those initial few feet going into the field.
Exactly. So if you look at the typical wedged field that you either see a lot of kill or a lot of weed escape coming through because we're really concentrated or lightly concentrated in the center, conventional system slowly works that out. So you have about 100 feet that you'll see on a conventional spray system where it's not completely
ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. There you go.
And so we've got the inductor over here. This is kind of the control center for putting your chemical in. And
yeah, so our reload station gives you full flexibility. We have the clean load chemical inductor with halo and bottle rinse. We have our 3 points to be able to reload fresh water. We've got a 92-gallon fresh water tank. We actually have a pump off station, which is kind of unusual for most sprayers, but it's nice to be able to pump off if you have any residual left in the tank and need to put it back into a clean container or a container that you can dispose of properly. And then this is going to be your product fill, so we can load the tank. Again, it has the same 2 or 3 inch adapter, so it fits any farm. That is the beauty of this machine, is it fits the farm nice.
Here we can see the 100-foot boom on the sprayer, and you've got a lot of technology also just in the spray nozzles and the
Yes,
plumbing
sir.
as well.
Yes, sir. So this is going to be equipped with our OptiPulse. So this is going to be a PWM system. And the show also that swept 90-degree in right here. All our booms are going to be stainless steel plumbing, so we don't have to worry about chemical getting tied up in any of the poly or rubber lines going out to our nozzles. But this shows just how clean that plumbing actually looks and how smooth your flow is going to be. And that's going to give us a very consistent nozzle to nozzle pressure, plus or minus 1 psi.
And what kind of height do you get on the sprayer? There's different tire and wheel packages as well between the two models. And
Right, so the 525 is going to be a 53-inch crop clearance with a 38-inch tire, and it's going to be on the 530 a 59-inch crop clearance with a 48-inch tire.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing when these out in the field, and I know Massey Ferguson farms and fans are excited to get the opportunity to purchase these.
Exactly. We're excited to help the farmers out, take control of their operation, and hopefully build a little ROI back to that pocket.
And if people want to learn more, they go to masseyferguson.com.
Yeah, go to masseyferguson.com or contact your local dealer that has this product.
We're going to visit with Daniel here about a new feature that is on a Fendt 10T Ideal Combine at the show, and this is one that Big Tractor Power viewers are always talking about, is the chaff buildup on the feeder house of the combine. So what has AGCO and Fendt come up with to alleviate that big problem?
We decided to develop a system to get rid of this issue. So what we did was to build this air pipe laying on your feeder house. This air pipe is connected to those shorter ones that's magnetized, so you can move them wherever you want. And to supply this, we mounted this extra air tank that is connected directly to the original air system on your Ideal Combine.
Very nice. And that does that work automatically, or is there also a manual so you can clean it off anytime? Or?
So you have two options. You have the controller and the cab. We can go have a look at it if you want. On the controller, there's an option to operate manual. So there's one button where when you push that one, you'll operate the system. You'll blast off all the leaves. But you also have the option to turn it into auto mode. So if you turn it into auto mode, it will blast each 1.5 minutes automatically, so you can just enjoy harvest the rest of the day without thinking of.
Well, it makes a big difference. You're not out there with a leaf blower or getting dirty. And
it's a time saver because you can keep harvesting instead of cleaning your feeder house. And there's also some safety in this because you don't have to climb your feeder house all the time going around. And then you raise the comfort level.
So this, it's detachable. Do you mind showing us again the magnet there?
I do.
So we can use this for the corn head and the...
Yeah, so when you enter the field, I guess your air pipe will be like this. Mm-hmm. Then you hook up your header and take the shorter air pipes and place wherever you want. So it could be like this, but it depends on the header where you place it and which header you're running.
Easy enough. Great feature.
Super easy.
That'll be nice to see out in the field during wheat, soybeans, and corn.
Yeah, you can do it this season.
We're up in the cab of the 10T Ideal Combine, and we're going to see where the air blast control comes into function from the operator seat.
Yes, so it's super simple to operate this one. It's this controller where you have two options. You can press this button, which is blast, and when you press this one, it will clean up your feeder house whenever you want. If you want to do it automatically during harvest, you just turn on auto mode like this, and then it will blast each 1.5 minutes automatically. You don't even have to think about cleaning up your feeder house during the day then.
Easy enough. And again, Fendt has these models without the steering wheel, so you have this joystick, and the idea is great visibility. And the visibility is even better now because you won't have all the chaff and debris residue piled up there on that feeder house.
Yeah, you really have a good option now to have full visibility into your header all day long while harvesting.
Visiting with Nick about the new Momentum 23, which will be out in the fields this spring. Nick, this is your new 30-foot toolbar, and there's some changes from your 60 and 40-foot models.
It is, yep. So this is our 30-foot model. So it's a 1223 configuration. You also get it in a 12 row. So on the bulk fill option, it is one big bulk fill tank at 100 bushels.
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit different design than the larger model, so it looks good. And so that's a 100 bushel.
That's 100 bushel. You will be able to put an 800-gallon tank on the front of this for liquid. This planter's also kind of come in a box version. So when you get away from that tank, you can be able to get it in a 1223 or 12 row configuration, and it's got the same amount of flex as the 60s and 40-foot bars at 54 inches. It's got the same white row unit on it, so that part hasn't changed.
And what kind of flex we can see here? We're on the display. That's a pretty impressive flex to go through the terrain of the field.
Yeah, so we got 54 inches of flex across 3 vertically contouring toolbars. So the left wing, the center wing, and the right wing will all operate independently of each other to achieve that flex.
Oh, it's impressive. I talked to some farmers here in Kentucky that they demoed it and decided within an hour that this was the way to go because of the rolling land and the flex.
Yep.
And then does it have the features with the air hose and the clean out and everything for the row units?
Yep, so we still have the clean out for the row units and the Venturi gun. We still have air. It still has the load logic system on the tires, so when you get in the field, it'll deflate the tires to a preset range, and then when we go back to road mode, it'll fill them up so we can run down the road.
That's definitely a great feature. Well, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing when these out in the field, and it's always exciting to see what's new from AGCO and Fendt.
Yep, great to see you, Jason.
Thank you. I'm here with Carl from AGCO and the Massey Ferguson Hesston division, and we're going to talk about SimplEbale. The Hesston inline square baler is a tried and true classic from the company and has a lot of history, and it's always getting better. What does SimplEbale help the baler do?
So SimplEbale is our new electronics package that we have available for our small square balers. We basically took a large square baler electronics package and moved it on down to our small square baler models. And so you get lots of good information right next to the operator now, so you can see your flake count per bale, your bale counters. You can see moisture information in the cab. You can see bale density and even weight if you so choose. So a lot of information that you weren't able to see before.
And you have a special monitor that helps you see it as well.
Yep.
When you're baling?
So we have the AGCO Pilot monitor here. It's our brand new monitor that comes with the SimplEbale system. So this is where all your information will be right beside the operator. Lots of things you can see right here. So your flake counters on here, your bale length information, your bale weight information, and your bale count, all that kind of stuff.
The National Farm Machinery Show has over 800 exhibitors and 300,000 plus visitors. I really appreciate AGCO setting up at the show and allowing me to visit with their representatives to learn about the new products. This really helps me learn about the machinery so I have a better idea of what it's doing when I'm filming it out in the field. I would like to hear in the comment section below the video what your favorite new AGCO innovation is, or tell me about AGCO farm machines that you use on your farm. If you've appreciated the content in this video, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 2,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you would like to see additional content from the channel featuring big AGCO farm machinery, continue to watch for a few more seconds to the end screen for a direct link to 2 more Big Tractor Power YouTube videos. As always, thank you for watching.